I think that I like this set more than Origins. Wild take, right, guys? I'm sure people are going to drop it in the comments going, you're crazy. But honestly, Vendetta surprised me more than I thought I would have liked it here. I mean, at the start when it first was announced, I didn't expect much of it here. And so I wanted to do a quick deep dive here. Quick, quick is over 10 minutes usually for me. I love the theme. I love the theme of rivalries. They have 11 connected artworks here together in pairs. So 22 cards in total. Beautiful. A lot of them are beautiful and I love it. And this is a pure opinion piece, okay, guys? Take it with much grains of salt here, and I just really want to share my thoughts on what I think about this set and what I love about the artwork here. And look, this is not to say that, you know, I don't like what the artists are doing or disrespect their work. They put in a lot of hard work, right? And so we're going to open it up here where the Akali overnumbered. I think this is probably easily going to be the chase card, the top card in the whole set here. Akali is very popular here. Beautiful, beautiful champion here. I think it's very interesting that they went with I guess a base skin here. So I think, you know, it's a good homage, right, to the whole set, what she is. She's just so simple, right, and yet so elegant, so dangerous looking here, and I love it here. And I had to track down some signatures here over on Reddit and Facebook Marketplace here, because for some reason Riot didn't chuck it on their card gallery. Wish they would chuck it up there so we can get a picture of the signatures here. And even the signature, I love that they're using the green here. Like one of my gripes from, I think it was like Spirit Forge, was like, you get signatures, but you can't even see the signature because it's so light here, and you have to look for the little asterisks on the card number to know it's a signature sometimes, right? Because of the weird lighting thing there. And so I was able to pull this one up. I think it was on Reddit. Sorry, I couldn't credit the users on Reddit here. There's just so many to go chase down here. And so, you know, I think it looks stunning, right? Where the signature looks really good here. Jessica's signature is just beautiful. It's just so elegant there, and it just adds to the artwork here. Easily, I think this is going to be a chase card. I'm not very good at estimating prices here, guys, so I'm happy for you to drop it in the comments what you think this card's going to be worth in a few months' time here. Second one here, so I think Akali number one easy, right? They're 2 to 3, right? And 4 are very close, I think here. I'm guessing it's going to be like potentially between these ones here of Kennen, right? Mel and Zed are probably the next 3 that are very, very close. I might be off. Love to hear from you guys, what you guys think is here. But Kennen is awesome. This is just, so they have this rivalry theme, a lot of this Japanese inspired, like, I don't know what era you call it, right? But the samurai era, right? Where they're wearing all the masks and all those things here. And the devil whip looking mask, and the cannon just looks so cool, right? And then the shuriken with the lightning there, it literally reminds me of like Naruto, yeah, here, and it just looks so cool. And so I think this one's going to do really well. The signature here, right, as well by Shop Sun. Really nice signature as well here. I like how it adds a little like shuriken at the end there. Nice touch, beautiful touch there. I love it. I think this is going to do really well. The Mel is also it's a very interesting artwork here. I look at it, it's like, I don't know what feeling it evokes for me, but it's very gives me this dangerous feeling, right? When you look at it, it's like, ooh, black roses all falling apart there. And it's almost like a black swan type of thing that comes to me here when I look at it. And just her pose of like her head more elevated than usual. And I think it's a stunning card here. Mel, very popular champion, also got very big in Arcane, of course, as well here. And so I think this is going to do really well. And then the signature here is in Korean. I think it's cool, right, to have a different language signature on there if you can. I think it just adds more personality by the artist in here. And so Minji Kim, I mean, beautiful signature, beautiful art. I love it. I think this might come second even, right here. But then you got Zed here. Zed, I mean, like this looks just cool, right? It just absolutely encapsulates the shadows here, the moon at the back of him too. I think it's beautifully designed here, and you know, his signature looks pretty dope too, right? Like by Shen 8 YH. I'm like, why did Shen not do the Shen card right there? But that's all right. You guys can tell me why. Maybe you guys know better than me, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. And it's a beautiful card. I think Zed is super popular. It's going to go further down the line here, and it's very stunning, you know, and it captures that whole darkness feel that is, and the dangerous feel of Zed there. And so that's my top picks of the top 3 to 4 cards. That's probably going to like lead the charge in the chases here. We'll look at some other ones real quickly. Mbessa, really nice. I think this is a cool artwork, and the gauntlets here, the mask as well, I think is really awesome on this one here. The signature version of it looks nice. The green kind of like contrasting with the red and the yellow of the war type of feel there. But you know, I think it's a quite nice card, but I don't think it's going to dominate well, unless of course, you know, after the T1 bundle comes out there, that people just want to collect, you know, Mbessa as well, right? This Jace one is super cool, super unique here. I know Jace is quite popular, but I'm not sure how popular is he going to be here in terms of a chase, right? The fact that you have the 3 arms, like trying to reach out, and I don't know if it's like control him, own him, touch him, whatever it is, but I think it's really nice. And the fact that he's just sad and just torn here, you know, and he's just, I don't know, maybe his heart is just in 3 different directions. I like the star. I like the start of the signature here by Stella Chen here. I think it's a really nice touch on it there, right on the shoulder. Beautiful, right? Beautiful work. I think this is going to do pretty okay, right? Probably not in the top 3 though here. Nasus here, I don't really enjoy this. It misses the whole feel of Nasus's face, right? I mean, like, if you're new to Riftbound, you never looked at League of Legends before, you wouldn't know he's a dog, right? By looking at this here, aside from that, he's furry, you know. The signature here, okay, not bad, matches it in here. I think it's okay. I don't think it's going to do very well. It's probably going to be one of the lower ones. Renekton, I don't know why he's getting laughed at a lot right here by the community here, but I think very basic looking, overnumbered here. I don't think anything special of it here. Doesn't excite me to see it there. And then you have Shen. Everyone's laughing at Shen because his armpit is hairless here. Who knows, man? I mean, that's why he gets to move so fast, right? They're less drag to go through in the air, and so, you know, I think what's even more funnier is that the signature is actually very basically on the armpit here, right? I think it's cool, Oscar Vega, that he did the bear looking thing here. Don't understand the essence of the bear with Shen, but that's okay. I think it's a very unique signature. I think it's nice. I think just the artwork is, I would like something more cooler for Shen, you know, here. I mean, like, it just feels a bit weird. I know he's probably like getting ready to throw his sword in that move, but you know, it's nothing exciting for me, and I don't think it's going to do that great here as an overnumbered here. And so then we go into the overnumbered connected cards here, and my golly, like, beautiful cards. I know, you know, there's some awesome rivalries here. It encapsulates the whole battle in that moment here. You have the arcane ones here of Vi and Jinx and Jason Victor here. I personally, I don't like the Victor one because of, like, he just looks, look, nothing wrong with me. He just looks very thin, overly anorexic in this space here, and I liked him when there was the Machine Herald one there, right, before. But you know, these are really nice. They don't come in signatures, unfortunately, here, so the signatures are just for the legends. The Zed and Shen ones are pretty cool. So some unique ones I think that are really nice. The Rengar one with the claws, right? Rengar and Kha'Zix here with the claws like ripping through the cards. I think that's a very cool artwork that separates it a lot here, you know. And then my favorites, like, goodness me, like, my favorites, honestly, I just like light and dark. Yeah, I just love light and dark. And so, like, these 2 sets here, like the Diana and the Leona one, oh man, when I saw that come out, I was like, boom, beautiful. I am so excited for that one here, because I have the Leona overnumbered here. I want to get the signature. I didn't like the signature on it though here, and I want to get the Diana one, but this is a true testament to the Diana style where she's serious and as a threat, right? While the chibi looking overnumbered was cute, this is like serious Diana. I don't mess with her, and I'm like, beautiful beautiful art. I love it here. I love it there. And then, oh my God, this Kale and Morgana one was like, they were the last ones to be released here. And I was like, oh my God, stunning. I mean, yeah, Kale is missing a helmet, but my God, like with a face like that, I'm okay with the helmet off, man. Like, it's just beautiful. It encapsulates the Archangel type of feel here that I love. And it just, like, I really want to go buy these cards because they're so beautiful. These ones are really beautiful here. And I think like a third mention that I would like to try and grab if I can is, look, I don't like the Swain as much in here. I don't really care for Swain, but oh man, Irelia. Irelia is beautiful. Beautiful. The base skin here of her look on this overnumbered is stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, it just looks beautiful. I mean, it's just in flow, in movement. It's all that she needs to be doing in here, right? And that's what I think is so awesome about it, is, you know, having this whole artwork here connected up is beautiful, so much so there. And so that is the connected overnumbers here. I want to hear from you. Which ones are your favorite here of the connected overnumbers here? This one I grabbed from Riftbound Report. So really great job, guys, for putting it all together here. Then, I can't express enough how much I really love this little special set that they put in here. I think it's weird that it's a special different number here. Riot's called, they made it call for whatever reasons. Maybe they added it in later, who knows, right? But I love it, so nice, right? And this is why this set, I feel like, has so many awesome chases here for people here. I mean, like, even though these cards here are equivalent of pulling an alt art, right here, so the chances of getting them are much higher than, you know, the overnumbered connecting arts and any of the overnumbered, but that's just stunning right here. I mean, what, look, any reason to chuck in another Ari, right, into the set here. Another reason for Kaisa to come back in here. All right, then you have Sona, then you have Lux. Like, man, I just want these four, right? I mean, even Set always finds a way to come back in, and you know, his card is pretty cool looking. Ezreal, I'm like, Ezreal doesn't do it for me here, but my God, the other four here are like beautiful cards. They're already selling for like hundreds, right, of US dollars, which I think is overpriced for the old arts, and so I'm personally going to be waiting for it. But I mean, look, how can you not enjoy this set when, you know, you have Akali in there, you have Zed in there, you have Kenneth, right? Then you have these awesome overnumbereds here with other legends, right? Sorry, or champions in there that are part of the normal set here, and it's just additional here to have this stuff on top here, and it's just icing on the cake. And this is why I think this set is like, if I wanted to open any other set, I like the artwork here more than even Origins, because Origins had some good stuff, but like this has some really nice fun chases here. And look, I want to dive into the old arts here, okay? And so we'll start off with Akali here. Look at this. This is a beautiful action shot of her doing a her traditional like backflip here, and just the pure ninja suit get up here. That's kind of got like this Star Guardian type of feel here. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, league players here, if that's the right term here, but it looks beautiful. It's modern, it's sleek, it's feminine. I love it, right? It's just dangerous. It's dangerous and it's awesome here for Akali. I also love her base look here on the normal champion unit card here. I think I opened this, right? I can't remember, but I'm like, this is really nice. This is a really nice card there that encapsulates her as well. The other ones here, there's the Akali Silent, the green champion unit here. This goes in with that theme that I'm talking about, is the whole Japanese like samurai era where they're wearing those Oni masks or whatever it is, right? Onimusha masks. You know, I think they're beautiful, stunning here. Kennen here, I love this one because it's like Flash, right? Reminds me of, it's not the original Flash, but the like 1950s Flash, the one with the silver helmet that he runs with. I mean, you guys can comment below which one I'm talking about here, but it looks cool, right? And you know, I know Kennen is not a cat, but man, with the ears, that dude's basically a cat, and I'm a cat lover. Got 3 cats at home here, guys. And so this other old art here, the space looking one, I pulled this one in the creator kit that I got sent early here. It was stunning, right? I love it. I love it. I love anything sci-fi looking there, and I think it's really cool for collecting here. It's going to be super nice to have as part of your binder collection like I am here. Mel is surprising me here because this old art, I really love this old art because it's got that cape. It just screams Captain Marvel, right? Screams Captain Marvel. And so like, I just love the look here. She's just a badass. Just that stare of like into like beyond you, like it's beautiful. And capturing that sun there is awesome. I forget her spell, right? Actually, I don't even know what her skills here, right? Never got to play her, but I would love to if I got back into League or TFT, right? And so this all art, I think it's gonna be really nice. This is gonna be some good midline pickups here. This other all art, the purple one, right? Beautiful. I'm pretty sure this is from Arcane. It says a League Splash team here, but it looks very similar to like her Arcane kind of design as well. I think beautiful card, beautiful pose, really nice. Nasus, right? Nasus, or Gnosis, as if you call me. Look, I don't normally like dogs as much as I like cats, but this is another sci-fi one. And with the, I forget the Shibi dog, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it is, inside the suit. How can you not love this? This is so cool. This is so fun. It's amazing. It's going to go great with the Kennen as well here. And then there's some other sci-fi ones. I should pull up my binder one day to show you those sci-fi ones here. This Shen, right, would look dope next to that Akali one here with the whole Japanese like samurai Onimusha like type of line there that you're gonna if you collected the other ones. I think this has been very nice here as well. This Z, right? It's not an old art one, but I wanted to drop this one in because I'm like, how badass does this look, right? Here, like about to take off the mask, got the arm sword ready, and I'm just like, goodness me, this looks gangster, okay, here. And so like, here, this one, chuck it next to Shen, chuck it next to Akali, beautiful, right? Beautiful design here of it. It looks interesting that he's only got one horn as well. I think that obviously battle worn here. And then I wanted to go into the Rune old art here. I thought they were going to leave it off because I was like, oh, is that why there's that Crystal Rose set? Because, you know, there was an issue where they wanted to roll over the old arts of the runes so that they would change only every second set. But looks like they added a new ones in here. And look, this photo looks like does not look exciting at all, right, compared to what it actually is. And I actually got to open up two of them here, and this is the first one here. I don't know if you get to see it well. Yeah, let me move my face out of the way, right? And so you can see hopefully the texture here, but it's a stunning card, right? Some stunning textures going on in there. So I got the body one, and then I got the calm one as well here, right? It's beautiful. Like, when I pull these are so nice with the texturing here. That's why I'm like, the image on Twitter doesn't do a very good job of letting you know how it kind of looks here, okay? And so I wouldn't like, you know, pass up on these Rune old arts here because they're very nice here, okay? Then I want to go through the Nexus Night packs here. If you get lucky enough to go to your Nexus Nights here, there is the chase card, which is the Mel, right? So that one replaces the Lee Sin, replaces the Teemo GG Easy one here. I think this is cool. Goes in further with the whole Captain Marvel type of feel here. I think they made a little bit too thin. This is me, right? What would I know about body structures? But I think it'll be okay. It'll be similar to the Lee Sin centered one here. I think it'll do okay. It's not going to be a mega chase like GG Easy Teemo here. Then these are the runes as well that come in with the Nexus Nights here. Look very okay, right? Look pretty. I saw someone on Twitter was saying, oh look, we finally get a cheese card here, right? I thought that was super funny there. So yeah, this one might be more expensive than the other ones just because of the meme factor on it here. And so I thought that was really cool here. I like the bamboo there. I think that's really nice. Yeah, and then what was I gonna say here? One thing I wanted to go back to here is someone in the Discord, I think it was Logan, right, was saying, okay, you can't read it in here in the Chinese bit, but I'll get it on the English version. Is like Kale has a skill called Justified, and he's like, I'm betting you the next one is gonna be, next Nexus Night promo that they're gonna make a meme of is Kale Justified text. Because if you get the Unleashed one, Lee Sin censored, all the text is centered. And so he's saying that the KO one's going to be justified, right? There. And I think that'd be really cool if it came out there, right? I think that'd be really fun in that way. And then the last part is for all you Poro collectors here like me. I still got to catch up on my Poro collection here. But in this set, we got 4 Poros here. 3 plus a mech Poro here. So you got the Affectionate one. I got this one, 2 copies in the shiny version. So that's really cool. You get also, there is the patched robot here. Poro bot here. I'm not sure if I count this as a Poro or not. I'm still thinking whether I should count it in as not here. Then you have the old Poro as well, Grandpa Poro. I think this is pretty funny here. I don't know what the animal is in the background here. You guys can tell me, but I think that guy looks pretty jelly there. And then you got the punching Poro here. Pretty weird, right? I was still like, why is it punching Poro when he's kicking? Really, more so than anything. But hey, funnier things have happened before, and yeah, I think this set is really going to be a potentially really top set here to open for fun. It's got some really top chase cards here. Yes, there's less legends than the other previous sets here, but you got the overnumbered connecting cards. You have the crystal rose line there. Then it's got like a lot of recipe, right, for what's going to be doing good in the future here. With you got a Kali leading it here. You got the Charizard of Ari in there, right? You got Kaisa in there as well. I mean, like, yeah, you're missing Teemo, right, the Pikachu, but that's okay. It's being made up by these other ones. Then you have an overnumbered Diana, an overnumbered Leona, an overnumbered KO, an overnumbered Morgana. You have a Zed right here. You have a Shen in there. Like, a lot of popular characters in here that I think is just going to do really, really well here for this set. I think it's much better than Unleashed, even though Unleashed had the ultimate rarity Baron there. But aside from that, like, it didn't really, it had like, LeBlanc was a carry, but even then, I think the overnumbered wasn't as nice as, the Diana here. And those two are pretty much like the leading ones there. Not that I've looked at it, but from a feel, right? And so I think, Vendetta really did surprise me more than I thought it would. I didn't think much of it here, and I'm really excited to see how it goes here. And stock levels look like they're doing pretty well right now, so it's easy for you to pick up a box here at MSRP or even lower than that. And so as we lead into the anniversary of Riftbound with Radiance right around the corner, I am excited to see where this is going here. And so I wanted to share one quick thing here, as we always do. I want to go through a comment here, okay? And the comment I wanted to share was from Silas Solomon 8291 here. This was a comment on, I guess, the video I did around the market prices of some of the collected collection items going crazy here. I'm not going to read it all. You guys can read it on the screen here. But I loved his breakdown of it, his analysis here. And he says some really great points about how it's most likely not that this market is a manipulated market right now. It's that it's the market readjusting, rediscovering that, hey, this thing was undervalued, right? This thing was not looked at properly here. Sorry, as I'm trying to put these cards back in the top loader here, is that there's a lot of really good things happening in Riftbound space. It wasn't just the T1 box, yeah, that is pushing it up here. It was also that, that MSI is happening at the right time here. Regional qualifiers is going to happen here. And then just the hype of what else is happening around the League of Legends IP with the new MMO, with potentially an Arcane spin-off, with a new, some new production shows that they're working on as well, is more and more people coming into it. Plus, you tie that in with the summer like slump, they call it, from Pokemon, that's going where people are not investing as much in Pokemon because they've had 3 average sets that have come out just before their 30th anniversary, and people are looking for ways to pour in their money to make returns before they probably go back into Pokemon again here, whether that be in Magic or whether that be in, for example, what we're seeing here, Riftbound, where people are just pouring in into these awesome limited run collection boxes here. And so, you know, I think that's what was super cool about this comment here. I just want to shout out to Silas there for dropping it in and giving us that breakdown here. I do want to shoot a video more about what is happening on the horizon for Riftbound and League of Legends and what I see that could do for Riftbound going forward here. So do stay tuned for that episode here. And once again, guys, thank you so much for making it all the way to the end here. I do appreciate you spending your time here with me. And if you'd like to check out more, well, YouTube thinks this one's a bit tasty for you to go check out. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.